Hello, welcome to the part 3 video lecture of Engineering Materials, Module 4 of Elements of Mechanical Engineering, presented by myself, Ranjit PK, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering. A quick recap of syllabus. The syllabus is split into 4 parts, the first one being the materials, the second one being the joining process, the third and fourth being the belt and the gear drives. The first video lecture we saw on the metals, whereas in the second video lecture we saw on the non-ferrous, polymers and semiconductors, whereas in this video lecture we will concentrate on ceramics, composites and smart materials. So let's begin. Of classification of materials, it is classified as metals and non-metals, with metals further classified into ferrous and non-ferrous, which we have already seen. Today we are going to look at these non-metals. Ceramic is basically a solid material comprising of an inorganic compound. This inorganic compound could be made up of either metal or a non-metal, and this compound is held primarily in the bond of ionic and covalent. Few properties of ceramics: it is hard, it has good wear resistant, that is, it can resist any scratches, it has high compressive strength, hence in olden days this was used as pipes in buildings. Resistance to corrosion, heat resistance in terms of low electrical conductivity, low thermal conductivity, low thermal expansion, and it is chemically inert, and it displays high strength even at elevated temperatures. However, the biggest drawback of this ceramics is it is very brittle in nature, that is, it breaks easily. The applications of ceramics include earthenware, stoneware and porcelain, primarily used in kitchen setup. Next, glass. It is an amorphous or a non-crystalline ceramic material containing oxides of calcium, sodium, potassium and aluminum. It has properties such as high refractive index, and it has low electrical conductivity. We are already familiar with the applications of glass. It is used as facades, windows, test tubes, then kitchen appliances, etc. Optical fiber glass. It is a flexible transparent fiber made by drawing silica glass or plastic into a diameter which is slightly thicker than that of the human hair. You can see the representation here, this being the optical fiber with the cladding and then a coating to protect this optical fiber strands. Then this optical fiber is basically used as a means of transmitting light between two ends of the fiber, and thus finds its wide usage in terms of fiber optic communication. It is usually applied in the field of telecommunication, automobile and aviation, where the electronic signals needs to be transmitted from one end to the other end. Cermets. Cermets gets its name in the view of its constituents. It has two parts, one is ceramics, the other is metal, hence the name cermet. It is made up of either oxide, carbide or boride, while the metallic material is usually made of cobalt. Most widely used cermet is consisting of tungsten carbide with 6% cobalt, that is 6% cobalt, rest is all tungsten, and it is usually referred as cermented carbides. Then a small amount of nickel is also added to obtain a few favorable properties. Ceramic constituent imparts high hardness to the material, and it also induces wear resistance, chemical resistance and temperature resistance, whereas the metallic constituent imparts ductility to the material and helps in improving the toughness. Cermets are usually used in the fabrication of cutting tools, then few components of airplanes such as jet engines and rockets, then it is used in manufacture of resistors, electronic equipments, then it is used as insulators in dentistry and typically as a material for filling the teeth and as a prosthesis shown here. The next material is the composites. Composites is basically a combination of two or more constituent materials having different physical and chemical properties. The advantage of using two or more constituent material is the properties are enhanced, they become superior when compared to these individual materials. The composites are usually made of two materials, namely the matrix and the reinforcement. The matrix surrounds and binds together the fibers, and then the particles or the fragments which are of the stronger material is called the reinforcement. Reinforcement carries the load along the length of the fibers and provides strength and stiffness, whereas the matrix holds the fibers together. A very good example of a composite material being a concrete, where the steel acts as the reinforcement, the concrete column acts as the matrix material. The classification of composites is done in two distinct levels, one with respect to the matrix constituent and one with respect to the reinforcement. With respect to the matrix constituent, it is classified as polymer matrix composites (PMC), metal matrix composites (MMC), ceramic matrix composites (CMC), and whereas with respect to reinforcement, it is fiber reinforced composite, particle reinforced composite, and laminated composites. In polymer matrix composites, the matrix is made from a polymer, resin, and the material is composed of short or continuous fibers bound by an organic polymer. So as shown here, the matrix is made of polymers and the fibers basically. In the metal matrix composite, the matrix is made of a metal or an alloy. The reinforcement is usually in the form of fibers or small sized particles. It could be either ceramic or metal. The most popular ones being titanium, aluminum and magnesium as the matrix materials, and this is used widely in aircraft application. In a ceramic matrix composite, the matrix is made from a ceramic material. The fibers of ceramic are embedded in the ceramic matrix, and the matrix and fibers basically made of ceramics, whereas carbon and carbon fibers can also be considered as ceramics. The next classification is with respect to reinforcement. The fiber reinforced composites is where the reinforcement is in the form of a fiber, where a fiber is a slender, long, elongated thread-like structure characterized by maximum length and minimum diameter or the thickness. Most of the fiber reinforced composite contains polymer as a matrix material, the most common example being glass. They can be further divided as continuous and discontinuous fibers. A continuous fiber having lengths greater than their cross section as shown in figure A, whereas discontinuous having short fibers shown in figure B and random oriented as in C. The orientation depends on the type of application needed and varies. Most practical applications contain discontinuous fibers. A few examples include boards, windows and water storage tanks. In the particle reinforced composite, the reinforcement is in the form of small particles and the reinforcement is embedded into the matrix to complete the composite material. These are used in automotive applications mainly. The visualization is shown here. The laminated composites consist of the reinforcement in the form of layers of material which is held together. It is a combination of fibrous materials bonded together layer by layer, and it is used to obtain required engineering properties such as bending, stiffness, strength, etc. The advantages of composites include light in weight and they give good strength. They show high resistance to corrosion and any impact, sudden impact, they are not susceptible, they are durable, they have longer life, and they show good resistance to chemicals as well and good ability to handle variations in temperature. A few disadvantages: they are generally termed to be expensive. The manufacturing methods are often slow and complex. and sometimes the cracks in the material when these composites are made can go undetected, and then the repair of composites is not that simple due to its complicated structure methods. Few applications summarized here. It is used in aerospace, cooling, high-speed machinery, marine applications, safety equipments, and automobiles. The visualization is shown in the terms of automotive components, piston assembly, then push rods, piston, then engines, turbine components such as blades. You can see here the aircraft being made of composite. If you recall, most predominantly metal matrix composites, then robotic components, then the assembly box or a storage box of various equipments. The next is a smart material. A smart material is having one or more properties that can be significantly changed or controlled by means of an external stimuli, meaning whenever, for example, the external stimuli being stress, temperature, moisture, whenever this is applied, the properties change. You can see this here. This example of a stimuli of pressure, temperature, and then here moisture or a magnetic field. These changes in properties are reversible and can be repeated n number of times. This forms the basic advantage of using a smart material. The response they produce in proportion to the stimulus acts as a feedback and thus allowing decisions to be taken accordingly. There are various types of smart materials: piezoelectric materials, electrorheostatic and magnetorheostatic materials, QTC, quantum tunneling composites, color change materials, shape memory alloys. However, the syllabus lists piezoelectric materials and shape memory alloys. We focus on these. The piezoelectric materials have two unique properties which are interrelated. When a piezoelectric material is deformed by applying stress, it gives off a small electrical discharge. Also, when an electrical current is passed, the piezoelectric material undergoes significant deformation. This combination of these properties is made use of in a piezoelectric material, and this is mostly used as sensors in different kinds of environments. Few examples of piezoelectric materials is ceramics and polymer materials. The applications in automotive sector, it is predominantly used as an airbag sensor, airflow sensor, and keyless door entries as shown here. In computers is used for actuators, that is when the moment you press the button, the disk drive opens. Then in consumer applications, the musical greeting cards, then depth finders, then cigarette lighters make use of piezoelectric materials. And in medical applications, it is used as heart monitors, ultrasonic imaging, and the cataract removal device is made of a piezoelectric material. The imaging device is made of a piezoelectric transducer. The next smart material is a shape memory alloy. It is a unique class of metal alloys which exhibit two properties, that is a shape memory effect and a pseudo-elasticity or super elasticity based on the change in the internal stress of the material. The shape memory effect, when the shape memory alloy is in its cold state, the material or the metal can be bent or stretched and it holds this shape until it is heated above its transition temperature. Upon the heating, the metal changes back to its original shape, and when the metal cools, it remains in the original shape until it is deformed again. So this is a predominant effect which is seen as a shape memory effect, and hence the name shape memory alloys or SMAs. Pseudo-elasticity is basically a mechanical type of shape memory wherein a force which is induced has a considerable deformation in the alloy. When this force is removed, the material automatically recovers its original shape. That is, these two, the shape memory effect and the pseudo-elasticity being interrelated. In terms of automotive applications, it is used as automotive thermostats, vibration dampers, You can see in the representation here with that of a damper. This is with the damper, this is without a damper, where shape memory alloys could be deployed. In terms of medical applications, it is used for healing broken and fractured bones. The plates which the doctors fix could be made of shape memory alloys. Then orthodontic treatments such as the braces put in teeth. Then the instruments, surgery instruments could be made use of shape memory alloys. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get the updates. And thank you very much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe the video.